trip? I know some of you might have. Okay. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, it's so great.
Beautiful. Flat Tuscany trip. This is actually following in a similar format where it's a single hotel stay. You're staying in Treviso. This is where tiramisu was first conceptualized. You go up to the Dolomites, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and is beautiful. We'll also be going to Prosecco Hills, Bassano del Grappa. We'll visit Lake Verona. I will also do Venice, and then go to Murano Island and do a glass blowing demonstration while we're out there. But the point that really is quite nice about this is that you're in one hotel the entire time, you unpack once, and you're good to go for the entire trip. That goes a long way. 44 person max capacity for this one. Average this one does get pretty full, so I expect 38, 39 on this one. So for packing, again, wear good walking shoes. I mean, the Italians, they pick some of the most bizarre places to build in cities, quite frankly. So sometimes they're on hilltops. You know, you'll see some inclines and things within the city, so be aware of that. Italian food as well is some of the most famously well-liked food in the world. So just be prepared to try new food and experience that yourself. Everything is 6 hours ahead of Eastern time, meaning that it's going to be about 9 hours ahead of us when we go. So again, this is a level 3, so being comfortable walking up to 3 to 4 miles a day, spread out across the entire day at a pretty moderate pace. Climbing up 3+ flights of stairs and getting on and off the coach predominantly, which is what we'll be using to get around. So of course you'll have a tour manager there. So I'll start off with Northern Italy. This is Treviso, kind of akin to Venice a little bit because you'll have these beautiful canals running through the city as well. And you'll definitely, on the first day, like I said, you'll have just time to relax, unwind, to get familiar with the new city that you've come to travel to. It's also known as Little Venice, and it's located quite close to Venice, and you'll see why. Because there are, again, these beautiful canals that on the first full day will take you on a walking tour of Treviso. Here is the city itself. Very so in Venice, you know, one thing you might know about Venice is that there aren't bars, but here there are bars. We'll be staying at the Hotel Carlton, which is right alongside the canal, and it's very luxurious. It's a 4-star property. Day 3, we'll be experiencing Treviso again as we go on a walking tour. And then we'll give you free time to enjoy the city as you please. So I hope you're getting the idea that the first 3 days, you're really just getting accustomed to this new place that you visited, that you've come a long way to come see. So it's going to be very leisurely. A few ideas that you can do is visit the Treviso market. Area where you'll find seafood, actually, Pesceria, and then, or you can go and walk alongside the canal, entirely up to you. So tiramisu is what it's known for. Do any of you know the answer to this question? No. What beloved 1990s romantic comedy helped catapult tiramisu to global stardom?
Eat, pray, that was eat, pray,
That's the one I thought. No, it's Sleepless in Seattle. All right, so day 4, we'll get to know Verona here. This is actually where the love story of Romeo and Juliet came from. So of course, we're going to take you there. So Lake Verona is right next to it. And beyond some of the literary connections, it's also a bustling city with a lot of great food to offer you. And you'll get that larger city feel without having to be shoulder to shoulder with people in Rome. So this is definitely a great alternative to that. Few options that you can do. You can take a painted city tour, or you can go through, you can walk along the waters that run through Verona as well. One being more central to the city, the other kind of along the canals that run through the city. It's entirely up to you which one you want to do. This is, and so here's kind of what the buildings look like, and then we'll give you some free time to explore some of the different places. The Piazza delle Eve, the Basilica di Santa Anastasia, and then, or you can leave a love letter at Juliet's house, which is actually a real place that you can go and visit. You can see everyone is mourning their loss. Day 5 will take you to Venice, and you've kind of been teased with Venice, Venice, or kind of, and this is, you've been in Little Venice up until this point, but now you're going to Venice, which is one of the most touristy places to go and travel, quite frankly, but the timing of this tour is very good. I'll explain it. We'll take you through the city of Venice, explore it. Has anyone been to Venice before? Awesome. Yeah, if you've been to Italy before, people usually think of Italy as their first European destination, and it's Rome, Florence, and Venice. But what's awesome about this trip is that we're taking you to places outside of those destinations, because Italy has so much to offer. So plenty of free time that you can do. You can lounge at a local cafe. Maybe you can go to the museum, or you can go to the Rialto Bridge, which is probably the most famous bridge in Venice. You can also do a gondola ride, which is pretty typical in Venice. If you haven't done it, it kind of is a must, because you'll have these well-dressed gentlemen kind of taking you through the canals of Venice. It's quite a fun experience if you haven't done it before. On day 6, we'll go to a solo. In this place, when you think of Italian art, this is really a very prominent place in Italian artistry. So here on today, we're going to walk you through this charming hilltop town. We'll give you some free time, and then we'll also visit a local winery as well, where you'll get the chance to do a wine tasting. Here's what the city looks like. It's very well preserved, but yet keep in mind there are some cobblestone streets. These cities have been here for many hundreds of years. So a lot of free time where you can go and visit the Asolo Castle, or you can climb to the top of La Rocca, or have lunch at Hotel Cipriani. And actually there is La Rocca. So it's kind of the topmost viewpoint of the city. It offers great panoramic views of the surrounding area. You can actually get on top of this wall as well and take 360-degree views. Did you know that Prosecco is more popular than Champagne by 10 to 1? Well, you're gonna find out why. We're gonna take you to the Prosecco Hills, and as you can imagine, we're gonna be interacting with Prosecco. We're gonna be going to a vineyard and doing a tasting after learning about the different processes it takes to make it. It's a family-owned, vineyard as well, and there's such an emphasis on sustainable agriculture.
Right here.
I was wondering. Oh, okay. Just wondering, how long, I didn't know. Yeah, we usually got this one.
Okay, so then you continue, and then this is the name of the winery that you'll be visiting, and of course, you're gonna be tasting the wine. Now, the Dolomites is the highlight of this trip, guaranteed. There they are right there. They're these mountains that are kind of alien in physique, and so we're gonna take a cable car ride. We'll go up the mountains and visit Cortina, which is this beautiful village nestled right against the. There it is. Here is the cable car that we'll be taking to get up to a more beautiful viewpoint. So the Dolomites, this is a place where you're gonna want to get a camera, because it's really stunning. Then we'll, on day 8, go to Bassano del Grappa. it's not, it's famous for a lot of things, but it's famous for its like historic landmarks and things, and also its natural scenery. So people, the Italians themselves, if they want to get away from Florence or Venice, typically they might go here to the Sun of Verona. So you'll be going there as well. Grappa is this sort of liqueur that was used for medicinal purposes back in the day, but now is a fantastic way to have a good time in the Sun of Verona. So you can go to Piazza Garibaldi, or you can try a Cafe Coretto, or you can visit the local market. What's nice about going to all these different places is that your tour manager is going to be there with you. And so you don't need to remember these free time suggestions, because the tour manager will give you those suggestions and tell you how to do it. So kind of a nice safety net. They do speak Italian as well. This is where we're actually going to be having our farewell dinner. Marcello, and this was once owned by the descendants of the noble family in Venice, and now offers a fantastic cuisine. I'll play you a quick video. Luxurious way to end the trip. So, we'll of course give you time to explore the very vast gardens of this beautiful place, but then also we'll be having our farewell dinner here, where you'll really feel like royalty kind of as you sit down and dine there. And the tour will end after that. So if you're interested in this is a 2027 trip. So March 18th, 20 to 26th of 2027. The deposit is due by September 12th, 2026. It's again $698 per person. That deposit does go towards this amount. The final payment is December 18th, 2026, with the total being $38.99 per person, double occupancy, plus an optional $549. That includes airfare, that includes the pickup from here, all the hotels, activities, your tour manager. So it's kind of a one-stop shop price for you. So that is it. Do you have any questions about that last trip?
Just in general, for the double occupancy, is it with someone you know, or can you be paired with someone else going?
It would be with someone that you know.
Okay, so you set that ahead of time?
Yeah.
Like a friend or partner or whatever?
Yeah, when you register, it'll ask, who you want to be registered with. So that's kind of how we do that. We wouldn't just throw you in a room with someone random. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.